This is how the church emasculated you. We're always told that we need to be nice. We see our role models that are Christian be nice. Everyone around us telling us to be nice. Everyone telling us it's wrong to get angry. It's wrong to want to be a man. It's wrong to want to have your wife cook and clean for you. These are wrong. And the church has promoted these things. When I say church, I mean 99.9% of people's experiences in America going to church. Okay, there are many great churches. There are many amazing churches. But unfortunately, we all haven't had the privilege of going to one of these amazing churches. I'm one of them. I've went to non-denominational church my whole life. And funnily enough, when I was a little kid, and my mom took me to these Hispanic churches that I didn't understand because I don't speak Spanish. I mean, big surprise, right? I look like fresh off the boat. But I promise you, I was born here, and I am greatly assimilated into American culture. You know, when my mom took me to Hispanic restaurants, I got chicken tenders and fries. And sometimes a burger. That's how American I am. Alright? But in any case, there were some gender roles, but I didn't really understand it. But when I got older and started going to these non-denominational churches that were English, it was always the same things, like the wife was dragging around the husband, and the husband had no say, the wife was making all the decisions, she was like this girl boss, and I would hear it on the radio. You would think they would be talking about biblical gender roles, biblical, men are supposed to be like this, women are supposed to be like this. But it wasn't that. It was the complete opposite. They were like, I have to submit to my husband. This is like the biggest travesty ever. Women coming up and preaching when the Bible says don't do that. There's an attack on society. And ultimately it's an attack on Christianity. And of course that will extend to the church. So the church has emasculated you by making you feel like it's wrong to be a man. Taking away these masculine values from you. You can't be this, you can't be that. That's wrong. You're a misogynist, you're a pig. I'm going to tell you all something. We need a revolution. We need a group of men, large group, preferably, larger the better, to say, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm going to be a man, because not only does it feel good, it feels good to be a man, but ultimately because it's what God commanded us to do. God doesn't say in the Bible that, oh, you're a man, you're supposed to be weak, you're supposed to be like really nice and just be really happy all the time. No. Jesus flipped tables. Jesus came to bring a sword, not peace. This will be completely free. The education resources you have right now suck. I know because I try to educate myself every single day. The stuff you find on YouTube sucks. The stuff you find everywhere sucks. So, what I'm going to say is, join my free Discord. There's literally no payment. I literally don't make any money right now off of this, so I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I have a Discord channel in there called Asylum, where I talk about stuff that's important, free information every single day, and there's an active community every single day for you to talk to and make a brotherhood with. That being said, let's go back to the video. The Bible says, it's funny, I was just reading Isaiah. Actually, while we're right here, I'm going to read something. Isaiah 19:16. Okay. On that day, Egypt will be like woman, and will tremble with fear because of the threatening hand of the Lord of armies when he raises it against them. And Paul says in his church letters, be strong like men. Okay, the Bible clearly defines men and women as being different. Now, when I say these verses, am I saying women are inferior in humanity? Am I saying women suck? Am I saying that you should never talk to a woman? Am I saying, women have no rights? Of course I'm not saying any of those things. I think women are great. They're nice, they're sweet. They're good. I love my mom. Mom's my favorite person. Do anything for my mom. I could put on an I love mom shirt. I'm a mama's boy. Right? What I'm saying doesn't contradict that, because the Bible doesn't call women to be like us. It calls them to be something else. It calls them to take care of the home, to be nurturing, to be sweet, to be peaceful, to have a clean mouth, clean appearance. And it's great. Women should do that. But we aren't supposed to be that way. We are men. We are supposed to be a different way. The Bible always pits men and women as having different things. But the ultimate union is between men and women. Right? If you make women like men, you don't have no union. It's not integrating of opposites. That's the beauty in marriage. The beauty in marriage is the masculine and feminine are coming together to make one. That's a complete being. When you take away the masculine, it's just feminine with feminine. That's not beautiful. That's lesbian. Okay, a lot of relationships might all be lesbian relationships because the dudes, damn near has a vagina. That's not all. You will feel immense resistance when you start talking about these things in public. You start not being rude for the sake of being rude. Never be rude for the sake of being rude. Never be mean for the sake of being mean. Okay? Always be charitable. Always look out for others. Do upon others what others would do upon, what you wish others would do upon yourself. When they asked Jesus, what's the most important command? He said, love God with all your heart. He asked them, what's the second one? And he said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So, never take what I'm saying as be mean. Just be mad all the time. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, don't be a pussy. That's what I'm saying. The Bible tells you not to do that. Alright? And it's very important. We realize that's very important that we start living that out. And that starts with you. Starts with me, starts with you, starts with everyone. Each individual person. Because every single great movement, every single great revolution began with one person saying something, another person saying that thing, another person saying that thing, that person telling 5 people, that person telling 5 people, until you have a big movement. And those are movements that lead to change, those movements that lead to great things happening.